It's nice. It's like being stroked.
Oh, I've got a bit of a shiny T-zone.
Oh yeah, always. What's the emoji challenge? I've heard of that.
Let's ask each other questions.
Alright. Is this lighting going to be a problem?
Let's ask some like Paxman style Christian Guru Murphy questions.
About politics?
Oh, is that what they do? I've never seen it.
You set the tone with the first question.
When was your first wank?
We're not doing...
What? This is...
Don't
we need
start.
to be Jim. We need
Don't start with first wank. I don't know. When was your first wank?
I don't think I knew
Do
what it
women
was.
wank?
I don't think I knew what it was for a
Call
long
the
time.
video that.
Do women wank? Yeah. I don't know what it was.
I didn't. I mean, I didn't go through puberty until I was about 21. So probably later than normal.
But I think like...
And then I couldn't stop.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like Pringles.
I'm doing it now.
It's a full arm.
Like wait, grab my wrist and then just shake it around. Use the other hand. Be more vigorous.
What am I doing?
Look at it.
Oh, still on the full arm bit. That was more... I didn't envision that being a visual joke.
You would just be like, oh, that feels nice. But I don't know that it concludes. But I didn't realise that it had a conclusion like that. I didn't know it was a thing that everyone did.
Can you self-conclude if you're a woman?
What? Of course.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Because women are always like, oh, I can never have an orgasm.
Oh, that's vaginal, not clitoral.
What's the difference?
Right, so your G-spot is inside your body.
Are we doing this? I don't know what I expected, so it was my fault for asking the question. What was your first memory of being embarrassed?
Like, we've talked about this where I get embarrassed by things that I shouldn't be embarrassed about, but not always things I should be embarrassed about. Like, we were in prep the other day and a man walked in on me having a wee.
Yeah.
And I didn't care at all. I was just like, oh, sorry, mate.
We've not talked about this.
Well,
Chelsea was
that's the
like,
story.
oh, the lock doesn't work in the toilet here, and a man just walked in on me. And I'd been to the toilet twice and I'd used both toilets in the cafe.
Oh,
and both definitely lock.
I hate it when
So
he
you-
pulls this out. Like, he was like, well, no, because I've been in both toilets, so I know they lock. I wasn't embarrassed. He had one of those fluorescent coats on, so if anything, he should have been
The
embarrassed.
wee inspector. What's an example of something you would be embarrassed by?
One, I remember being in high school and my... Someone wondering why I found it so embarrassing. I don't even know if anyone saw, but my backpack had the zip that went like all the way around from bottom to bottom,
Oh, that
so
is
not just the top. And it had come undone, so it was like on my back and like fully open, but like none of my stuff fell out. It was just like fully open with all the stuff like laying there, like all my like pads and stuff for art.
Yeah.
And I was just like walking around.
That's it. I remember like being embarrassed by my mum a lot when I was younger. Yeah. Well, for example, once we were in HMV and she wanted the new Shakira CD. She asked for the Shakira CD. And I found that so embarrassing.
What is the thing that you've been most upset about? Like a memory that made you sad every time you think about it, but isn't sad, like, objectively?
I think I'm quite rational
Oh.
when it comes to my emotions. Like, it's not... I don't cry easily, for example. Like, over the last probably 10 years, I've cried maybe, like, 3 times.
What about at films?
Not even at films. Although I
What
did...
about Big Hero 6?
I did cry at Big Hero 6. And it's bad because the previous evening I'd watched The Pianist, which is really, really sad and really moving, but I didn't cry.
I think
watched
that's
Big
Adrian
Hero
Brody's
6, a
fault.
stupid fucking animated Disney film, and I was in floods of tears.
I cried at that too.
You'll cry at anything
I
though,
no, I
Charles.
don't. It's very specific. I didn't cry at The Pianist.
What did you well up telling me about earlier?
That was different. That was a Jew story.
Have you ever fancied an inappropriate person?
An inappropriate person to fancy?
Yeah. Like someone who's really old, or like a family member, or a young.
Well, everyone says like Jeffrey Dahmer's really hot, but I'm not into him.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah. Not there, when he was younger, when he was doing the killing. Oh, Simba.
You fancy Simba?
Yeah, I made a video about that, Jim, so...
Oh yeah, one of my favourites.
When I was younger, I really fancied Edward Furlong as John Connor in Terminator 2. And now I think, oh, he's a child. But probably when I was about 20, I was still like, yeah, he's a hot 12-year-old. But that's just because I fancied him when I was like 8, and then until... It's hard to... Same with a
You
guy...
can't justify it like that.
I don't know if I ever fancied Falcor.
Falcor?
The luck dragon from Neverending Story.
Well, you wouldn't want to...
It's not like a sexual...
You'd cuddle it.
Yeah.
You want to spend time with
It's
it, but
like-
you don't want to fuck it.
No, I don't want to fuck him. I wanted to love him.
Hmm.
Like, probably when I was younger, I'd have been like, I want to marry Falcor.
Oh.
Peter Pan.
Oh.
Jeremy Sumpter. That was inappropriate, because he was too young
I
for
thought
me.
you meant the cartoon. I'm not. I was just going to say Tom Hanks or something. Bye, everyone.
Does yours is floppy?
Whoa, look at that go. I've got a very loose wrist.
This is what we do at home.
Look at that. It's like a Catherine wheel.
Call me Simba. Don't call me Simba. Call me Simba. It's just...